Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another marriage bootcamp / Waka and Tammy review, y'all. Alright, so this was the season finale, I believe, for both shows, or maybe just for marriage bootcamp, and then of course Waka and Tammy I will still do or talk about if y'all want me to. I'm gonna try to see if I can put it onto another video, because I just feel like there is never enough going on that show for it to be a video all by itself. But let's go ahead and get into what went down on marriage bootcamp, because it was a season finale for them and they got the answers to the lie detector test, and that, my dear, was very interesting. Okay, so we already know, because Judge Lynn Toler told us that there are 4 people who were deceiving somebody out here. Okay, and I feel like we can just about guess. I feel like the people who were actually being deceptive, it was like a no-duh type of situation. It was like, yeah, that seems about right, okay? So let's go ahead and start off. CeeLo and Shiny get their answers, okay? CeeLo does want to spend the rest of his life with Shiny. All right, so that's great. And Shiny isn't just with CeeLo for his money. You know what I'm saying? I don't even understand how that could have been, a question, because it's like, there's always someone else out there with money. You know what I mean? Like, y'all act like once you get with one guy that's a celebrity, you can pretty much make your rounds. So you don't have to be with any one celebrity just because they're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and press on. And then we get to Jocelyn and Rob, okay? And Jocelyn does plan to leave him if he does not propose to her. They asked Rob if he really wanted to marry her. He said yes, and guess what? Deception was indicated. I said yeah, because if you wanted to marry her, you would have done it by now. Is it just me? Is it just me? The lies, the lies, the lies. Stu and michel'le go next. And y'all remember Stu's question was, did he love michel'le the first month that they got together? Because that's what he said. Well, guess what? Deception was indicated. He lied. He didn't love her the first month. And then she was asked if she is romantically in love with him at all. Oh, okay. Shout out to Jennifer Lewis for that one, okay? michel'le said she did. Deception was indicated. She did not romantically love him. So I don't know what we're here for. Stu and michel'le, what are y'all doing together if there's no love? What's happening here? Is it all lust? Let us know, okay? I'm just confused by it all at this point between michel'le and Stu. I don't know what the hell's going on. Do y'all even like each other? I mean, damn. Then we get to Adjoa and Styles P. Styles P finds out that Adjoa does not blame him for their daughter, killing herself and everything. So thank God for that. But I kind of feel like we already knew that, but maybe he just needed to ask that deep down inside. Adjoa's question was, did he have feelings for the woman that he cheated on her with? And I feel like if this woman is even a topic of discussion, he felt some type of way about her. He's just not the type of guy that would let somebody he was just hitting and quitting disrupt his situation. Like, is it just me, or does it seem like Styles definitely felt some type of way if this girl became an issue in their relationship? But the answer is inside the envelope, and Adjoa chooses not to open it. So right now we're still wondering, who are the deceptive people? Because we've already, got 3 out the way. Rob, michel'le, and Stu. So now there's one more. And that's when we move on to Bianca and Choses. Choses actually admitted that he has feelings for the other girl, so that answered Bianca's question. And then Bianca sat there and tried to make reasoning behind why she would still stay with him, even though he just told her that he has feelings for the other girl. Okay, Dr. Ish called her out, because it's like, you said that this was the specific thing you had a problem with, a specific girl, and now he's telling you he has feelings for a specific girl, and you still trying to find reasons to stay with him and make excuses for why that's still okay for y'all to be in a relationship, even though he has done what you said is a deal breaker for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Bianca just keeps looking for reasons to be with him because she's in a mode where she wants to be with him so bad, and I don't think she knows how to get out of that. And that is just so upsetting to watch someone with so much, beauty and sex appeal, and she's just such a cute girl, and when her attitude isn't shitty, she's super cute. And I can see why a man would want to be with her, and I don't understand why she chooses to run behind somebody that does not see it for her at all. He didn't even care enough to lie about having feelings for the other girl. Bianca, let it go. And then Choses is given another envelope, and his envelope has the answer to his question about Bianca whether Bianca was pregnant for somebody else. And I'm like, are we really gonna act like we don't already know the answer to this question? Like, get out of here with this. So then Dr. Ish gives out the ring boxes that they collected from everybody previously. Everybody disperses, and Bianca wants Chose to open the envelope. He doesn't want to open it right now. I don't know why, but her response, her trying to get it out of his pocket, even though he told her to stop, like all of that made him feel like, you know, she might have gotten pregnant for somebody else. I don't know why, because I feel like, Bianca, you already know that you didn't get pregnant for somebody else. Why are you pressing it? You already know the answer to this question. You want to know the answer to the lie detector test more than he does, and you the one with the damn answer. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why this had to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because she tries to get into his pocket, and he like throws his arm up to get her off of him, and then he, you know, broke a bracelet. And I'm like, so you gonna try to sit up here and act like it's all her fault and she's so immature, when at the end of the day you handle her the same way that you've been handling her, and she handles you the same way she's been handling you. Nothing has changed between Chose and Bianca the entire time they have been here. They have basically learned nothing, and that's what Dr. Ish and Judge Lynn Toller has figured out. It's time for them to go. They no longer need to be here because they're a distraction. Everybody else here, I mean, shit, at least michel'le and Stu, you know, have learned something from the situation. If anything they've learned, maybe they don't need to be together. But at least something has like sunk in throughout the process. Whereas with Bianca and Chose, it's like they're in a constant state of, I want to be a child. So I'm going to continue to act like a child. It doesn't matter how much you teach me, I'm going to continue to act like a damn child. And it's exhausting. So yes, I do agree. It is time for them to go. And Bianca was upset, but Chose looked like he couldn't wait to get back to the white girl. So yeah, there's that. Now the funny thing is, Stu and michel'le sitting out there out back smoking a cigarette, you know, trying to understand their situation. They don't love each other, yet Stu feels some type of way. It's like, you don't love her neither. But whatever, okay? He read Bianca's answer because the paper got thrown in their little altercation. Y'all, the Styles P had to stop Chose from getting all in her face, and she hit him upside the head. You know, it was just all this physicality. Yeah, it was time for them to go. This is not the time for this shit. Everybody needs to be getting prepared for their own situation, not having to worry about whether Chose and Bianca are going to fight each other in this damn house on camera and make themselves look crazy, okay? Because I think that's what everybody was trying to protect them from. You know, you really don't want Chose to look like he's gonna beat up on some girl who is, you know, not even half his size. But she will definitely put a nigga in a mind frame that won't put them paws on her, because she does the most. Why does it have to get physical? Why you gotta hit him? Stop! You know what I'm saying? But anyway, like I said, Stu and michel'le sitting there kikiing. They done picked up the paper after all of the melee, you know, then settled down, and they upstairs packing up their bags. And it says that Bianca wasn't pregnant for anybody else. Like, all of this for nothing, okay? All of this for an answer to a question that you already had, Bianca. Girl, explain to me why. Well, since it's all out on the table that Bianca wasn't the one who was being deceptive, it's obvious that Styles P was being deceptive. He said he didn't have feelings for that girl, but he did, okay? Adjoa, that really has nothing to do with her decision. Like, she obviously feels like I felt, you know, in order for this to even really be an issue, he had to have feelings for the girl. But at the end of the day, he chose his wife. So everybody gets, you know, dressed for the ceremony. Bianca and Chose have been escorted off the premises. Thank you, Jesus. CeeLo is in an entire leather suit. And I was like, why, CeeLo? Why do you want all that sweat slipping and sliding inside your clothes all night? Like, that's just, And Shiny has this really over-exaggerated 60s kind of hair situation where it comes all the way up, you know, and all of that. I was just like, oh, she done teased the shit out of that hair. Like, good and googly muggly. Now we see why the two of y'all go together. Y'all are both freaks and y'all are both weirdos. We get it. When they get out there, of course, CeeLo, you know, turns it into a soliloquy that I don't feel like remembering, but they both give each other rings. All right. We're happy for CeeLo and Shiny. We hope everything works out for the twos of them. Styles P and Adjoa go out there, and of course, Styles has a ring in his box. And child, when Adjoa opened her box and there was no ring in there, I said, what, wait a minute. What is happening right now? Y'all are not about to get a divorce, so why isn't there a ring in his box, Adjoa? And then she pulls it out of her bustiquela. Okay, she had the ring on the chain in her bra. It was just to mess with his head because he felt like he can take her for granted, and she just had to let him know, don't play with me, playboy. Okay, I was like, oh, all right, that's fine, that's fine. As long as y'all end up together, that's all I care about, Angela and Styles P, because you know y'all feel like family to me now. Just so y'all know. So if I ever see y'all out and I'm like, hey, Angela, it's because in my spirit I feel like I know y'all, okay? So Stu and michel'le get out there, y'all, and Stu had a ring in the box for michel'le. And michel'le did not have a ring in her box for him. And she was like, but wait, I changed my mind. I changed my mind. I'm like, you changed your mind? You changed your mind? Oh, tried to pull pull a ring out her bustiquela. Like, girl, get out of here with this. You know you don't want to be with that man. Why is you playing around? Y'all, I don't understand what the hell is going on with michel'le. She is a bunch of confusion, okay? Ball of confusion. Oh, yeah. That's what the world is today. Like, get out of here with that. Nobody thought they were coming back together. Nobody. But hey, nobody but nobody can make it out here alone. Shout out to Maya Angelou. So Rob and Jocelyn get out there, y'all. Jocelyn looks so beautiful and all of that extraness. She look beautiful, okay? He says that he wants more respect from her. You know, so the same thing he's been saying the whole time. I feel like there has definitely been some growth. But she felt like you're really over exaggerating with all of this, Rob. Like, I'm just saying, you know. Jocelyn feels like he putting 20 on 10, you know, with acting like she's so crazy. And I mean, I feel like she is the way she is, but Rob, stop expecting something different. This is the person that you decided to be, you know, be in a relationship with and kind of make a little family unit with. You all in her daughter's life playing step pappy and shit. Like, stop playing. You know who you with. But either way, she has a ring for him. He does not have a ring for her. But then he pulls out a ring and gets on one knee and proposes to her. And she was like, when he didn't pull out that ring, no, she was like, I'm waiting for an explanation as to why, you know, you're not giving me a ring. I'm looking for an explanation. Like, it was an explanation or something like that. Like, it was like, bitch, an explanation. What? I understand. She meant to say an explanation. Like, it was the accent that hit it so thick, but it was not a D in there. It was an N. It's explanation. You know what I'm saying? But she trying to figure out with the reason for why he wouldn't give her a ring until he got down on one knee and showed her that he really wanted to propose. And I'm like, but they just found out that you said that you ain't really want to marry her. So I was just kind of like, and they supposed to be married by by Christmas, December 25th, 2020. And I'm like, we gonna see, because so many of y'all set these dates and y'all never get married. Look at Portia and Dennis, okay? I mean, I don't blame her. So much has happened. But it's just so many times that they've been throwing out dates and we ain't never seen nobody get married. Jessica, Dime, and Ho, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just always throwing out dates, but we don't never see no marriages happening. You know, like, so I don't know if I believe it just yet, but I am happy that they are together. I do think Jocelyn got a lot out of this experience, but I also feel like there's only so much you can do to change somebody who is just who they are. The end of the day. Boot camp working. Yes. Okay, for the adults in the room, boot camp is working. And y'all, why did we need to see Stu stick his tongue down michel'le's throat like that? I was like, wait a damn minute. It looked nasty. It looked like she didn't want it. She's like, okay. I was like, huh, okay, look. But yeah, y'all, that was Marriage Boot Camp, Hip Hop Edition Season 16. Let's move on to Waka and Tammy. So the episode starts off with Waka and Tammy talking about their sex life and how Waka don't have those suit coolers for no reason. And I was just like, girl, I'm just saying. I know what that's about. I'm just saying. Y'all have seen my husband. I'm just saying. But they're enjoying each other in this Airbnb. Tammy is taking Charlie to meet her dad, who she met for the first time at 14, and now Charlie is 14. And Tammy is really hoping that something will open up in Charlie when she meets her grandfather and realizes like the lives that people have had to live in order for her to get to a point where, you know, she has this blessed, comfortable life that a lot of kids her age that come from the place where her mama comes from are not afforded. And they really want her to understand that. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like, you know, she 14. You know, like 14-year-olds, they just... you want to hit him. You know what I'm saying? But she gonna be all right. I really truly believe that eventually Charlie will be all right. Waka says when he met his father in jail, it was a lot, and it definitely made him know that he didn't want to be in jail. So it was definitely life-changing for him and for Tammy to see that there was somebody out there who she had never really met before, who loved her so much, because her dad talks about her all the time and he loves her, but it seems that she never really had a chance to visit him often. Like, that's kind of what it seems like. She hasn't seen him since she was 14. I don't know what that's about. Like, if y'all have such a great relationship, why don't you visit him more often? You know what I'm saying? And it was plain to see that Tammy's mom still has some feelings for that daddy, because they still talk all the time, it seems. They go and talk to this really great lawyer who specializes in cases like Tammy's dad, somebody that was jumped into a gang at an early age and basically got themselves in a situation and ended up in jail for the rest of their damn life over, you know, one or two mistakes. You know, it's just kind of unfair, it seems, you know. But either way, she talks to the lawyer and he basically lays out her father's life for her. How at 13, he got jumped into a gang. Then he went into the military, kind of got his life together, met Tammy's mom, had Tammy, and, you know, kind of got caught up in a situation with some friends or family members or something like that, and ended up, you know, taking a plea deal for murder too. And he talks about her all the time, and, you know, it just kind of seems like he's probably never going to get out. It seems like they tried to get him out of jail and it didn't work. So, you know, I thought that was very unfortunate and very sad. When they showed those younger pictures of Tammy's daddy, I was like, yeah, you look just like your damn daddy, girl. You could definitely see her in her, like her daddy. Like, you could definitely see it. So Waka goes over to Deb's and his brothers are there. And, you know, it's Wild Kingdom over there at Deb's house. And they talk about how Deb had this parakeet or parrot or some type of bird. But the bird reminded her of her son, K.O. Y'all know that's the son that killed himself a few years back. And he used to have a bird like that when when they was a kid. They had a lot of animals, and this was one of the birds that they had. He really loved that bird. And after he died, this bird comes and lands on her shoulder one day, and she takes the bird home. She putting the bird on social media. She done bought all this stuff for the bird. The bird makes her think that it's K.O. telling her that he's okay, you know, because it just kind of came and stayed with her until she had to give it back to the owner, because the owner saw the bird on social media. So she gave the bird back, and it really had her feeling some type of way. Now, Waka and his brothers had kind of been taking this for play the entire time, but now that the bird is gone, she doesn't really have, you know, another animal that she feels that way about. And it made Waka feel some type of way. So him and his brother set out to buy their mom another parrot that looks like that parrot, so she could feel like, you know, she has something to keep her busy, because Waka is tired of her pressing him and Tammy about having another child. It's like she feels like she has no purpose. So, you know, let's get her a bird, you know. Give my mama a bird, all right? Shout out to Martin. I feel like whatever Deb felt, I'm fine with that. I don't think it's crazy. Like, I don't think anything like that. I would like to hope that people's spirits find ways to connect with us when they're gone. I would like to hope so. Because I used to always feel like my dad was still around right after he died. You know, times I would just feel him, or, you know, just certain moments. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been 10 years, you know, almost 11 now. Actually 11. Yeah, it's 11 now. 11 in April 19th, I think. 29th. I can't remember what day it was, but it's been 11 years. I would like to hope that, you know, spirits of family members and people that we love, once they're gone, they find ways to connect with us in other ways. And we just don't know, you know. We don't know for sure. So I would like to hope that. So I'm going to let Deb have her moment, okay? But Waka doesn't think it's time for him and Tammy to have kids, okay? He's 33. He feels like he has time to have children. I said, you got time to have children. How old is Tammy? I feel like she's a little older than Waka, right? I don't know how much time she got left, though. You know, I'm sure, you know, she's 35, 36, something like that. You know, they like the candies of the world. They'll be able to pull out a child at 45. So I'm sure they'll be okay. But still, you know, it's been a minute. And then we see Tammy and Charlie, you know, getting ready to go to the prison to see Tammy's dad. And they go in, and, you know, of course we couldn't follow them in, but they go in, they take a picture. When they come out, they're in the car crying because she really had a hard time leaving him there. And Charlie met with him and she thought he was really cool, and then she saw how he lived, and she also had that pain of having to leave him there, and she starts to cry. So they're both in the car boohoo crying with Tammy's mom on the phone, you know, like, oh, don't cry and it's gonna be okay, you know, trying to comfort them. But it was just really sad, y'all. It was really, really sad, because you just know that people should, you know, I don't know what he went to jail for, but he been in there for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been in there for 30 years. Murder too? I feel like y'all can let somebody out after 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know, some people are not like that, but it just kind of seemed like Tammy's dad ain't out here trying to hurt nobody. It's an old man that wants to be able to spend the rest of his days around his family, you know, instead of in a prison. But, you know, we have to pay for the mistakes we make sometimes. It's just unfortunate that depending on what you look like, you know, your punishment can be different. But she really, you know, wanted Waka to be there with her, but he wasn't, you know, for that. But, you know, it was just to see how much she depends on him, and to see the moments when Waka, you know, is a good husband, and those are the times when he can be comforting and be there to be the lighthearted person when things are getting heavy. Waka just has a tendency to, you know, like, lighten things up sometimes. And that can be aggravating, but then it can also be sweet and endearing when somebody needs that. And I felt like, you know, when it comes to Tammy's family, there's a lot of sadness there for her. So when he's around, she doesn't feel it as much. You know what I'm saying? So I like this little episode. I thought it was cute. I really felt bad for Tammy's dad. And, you know, my prayers for her and for him and everything. And I think Charlie's gonna be okay. I think she's, you know, a little aggravating, spoiled ass brat, but she gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be okay. And you know, Tammy and Waka are always doing it, and I'm intrigued. So I'm just saying, they both good looking people. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just trying to see what y'all doing over there. Y'all got that same height situation that me and my husband got. I just want what y'all, what is hidden for. Anyway, y'all, look, that's it. That's all. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next one.